10 national championships. That's 38 consecutive tournament victories. Many have called Coach Wooden the greatest coach in the history of organized sports. ESPN named him the coach of the 20th century. Playing a significant role in the lives of so many is how he prefers to be remembered, and this is how we honor him today.
I'm flattered that an award is now being given under my name, Keys to Life.
John and I were good friends through coaching and through working with younger athletes and their faith. And I was well aware of the close relationship he had with his wife, Nell. She traveled with them to every game they went to, both home and away, and they had this little signal they exchanged just before the tip-off. And when Nell passed away, he wasn't coaching anymore, but he just could not bring himself to come to a Final Four. It was too emotional for him. John was seated at our table, and when the event concluded, John reached down and tapped me on my leg, and he said, "Dick, I want to thank you for your persistence," which was his way of saying, "I'm really glad I came." And then the line was out the door wanting John's autograph. I said, "John, I'll get you out of here right away." "No," he says, "I'll sign a few." Well, he signed every one of them. Probably took him at least an hour because he asked everybody a question and wrote something special and signed his name to it. Then eventually, between Jerry Coangelo and myself, we were able to encourage John to get involved in the Legends of Hardwood breakfast.
And I want to welcome everyone here to the first annual John Wooden Keys to Success Awards Banquet.
And later on, you'll hear from Coach Wooden. You'll see him present the first ever Keys to Life Award.
It is my privilege to introduce to you Coach John Wooden.
Coach Wooden believed a person should be more concerned with character than reputation, because character is what you really are, and reputation is merely what others think you are.
The greatest memory for me was the chance, the privilege, the opportunity to play for John Wooden, who was the single most important inspirational and motivational force in my entire life. And the chance to learn from a master teacher, the guy who gave me all the tools necessary to move forward in life. And as I thank Coach for everything that he's ever given me, and really, I would not have any sort of life without him, because his pyramid of success is the foundation for my life. I thank him for everything, his gifts, his talent, his love, but mostly what I thank him for is his patience. When he says, don't whine, don't complain, don't make excuses, those were directed at me all the time.
I used to say, "John, the reason you say nice things about me is you always beat me." And I think John Wooden was perhaps the idol for many of us in the profession, because he exemplified the level of which we would hope that all of us would be able to prepare our teams, not only on the court, but in the way they lived.
He had a profound influence on my life, and the way he conducted his life. He was a great teacher, humble man, won every award imaginable on the earth, but never flaunted it. Ego never got in the way, and I'm so thankful that I had the opportunity to play for a Christian coach, and a coach that I never heard use a word of profanity, and a great teacher. And not only a teacher of basketball, but a teacher of life's lessons. He had such great wisdom beyond basketball. And if I had a problem, I always felt like I could talk with him about it. And 90% of the time, he'd have a solution. He was my second dad.
One of Coach Wooden's keys to life is that friendship is a fine art. One of the great stories I have was when I was playing with the Cleveland Cavaliers. I had my appendix taken out my rookie year, and they brought a guy in by the name of Craig Elo, kind of to take my spot while I was gone, and he played so well I thought I might lose my spot permanently. So I was like, I'm like crazy about this guy. And then what's neat is that we ended up being teammates for like 5 or 6 years, becoming best friends. Grew together in our faith, and so God brings friends, I think, along in different avenues. But that as long as we keep our eyes open to that and welcome that, it allows us to create those friendships that last a lifetime.
I'm glad they're naming hit the family field house, because he was all about God was first in his life, family was second.
Athletes in Action and Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been a very important part in Daddy's life, consequently in ours also. And it's wonderful for him to be honored in this way. And it's wonderful for me to tell all of you how much I love him, which he already knows. Thank you very much for this honor.